considering some of the benefits of the cloud, the first one is really increased security. So in a cloud deployment, specifically Microsoft Azure Cloud, Microsoft provides a very high degree of security, and there's over 3,500 security experts that are deployed every day to monitoring the security of Azure. And if there are any data breaches whatsoever, that team is connected to that security breach, and they are looking into what those are and repairing and resolving issues and improving security on an ongoing basis. So if you compare that to an on-premise deployment where perhaps you're single or 2 or 3 individuals within your IT department are dealing with everything that they have to deal with on a regular basis, plus dealing with some form of a security breach, then you can understand very quickly how there's a much better increased security in a cloud deployment. There's some other things to consider as well. Physical damage and destruction or risk of data theft from inadequate measures protecting your hardware. Everybody's heard the stories about that server that's sitting in the broom closet at the end of the hall, with sort of just a residential lock on the door, and perhaps it gets forgotten unlocked sometimes, and maybe there's a leaky pipe on in the bathroom on the floor above it. So you can think of the challenging scenarios that are completely eliminated with a cloud deployment where all of that is stored in a proper data center and protected with the proper practices around that. And then if you think of some within the application concerns with security, having the right features and role-based permissions that allow you to become very efficient as an organization by providing just the right access. It can't be too restrictive where users just don't have access to decision support information that's in the application, but it also can't be too broad where you're providing more access than is needed and creating some security concerns there. So the improved security is really important, and understanding it from these different dimensions. Another significant benefit is improved scalability. So many of our customer organizations are growing, and your needs, again, across multiple dimensions from a scalability perspective, change over time. So if your organization is growing, you may start out with some more limited functionality, maybe more limited performance, but as you grow, you need to ramp up those things. So a functional scalability, rolling on more modules or areas of the system or more users as you have as your staff grows, or performance scalability. So perhaps there's an event where you need greater computing power and you need that flexibility. In an on-premise deployment, you'd have to procure more servers, set them up, set up load balancing, all of that sort of stuff. All of those concepts are completely eliminated in a cloud deployment. So, and then also the scalability of staying current with the software, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. The third example that I wanted to talk about in terms of benefits of that of a cloud, a digital transformation that involves a cloud deployment is really simpler to implement. So no longer do you have the on-premise headaches. A concept we like to talk about is rapid time to value, where you get access to a running solution quickly without burdening your IT department to purchase, set up hardware, connectivity for your multiple locations, which can get quite complex if you're across multiple locations. You can eliminate the complexity of setting up maintenance plans or backups and all of those sorts of things that IT often has to do, along with all of those user cost or strategic IT decisions that they're making. That's sort of dealing with making sure that their maintenance plans are in place or disaster recovery plans. So again, all of those are eliminated with a cloud deployment. And then you can reduce or eliminate the challenges and risks of often complex and imperfect integrations.